Hi everybody, welcome back to Story Reckless. I'm Nathan, I'm the DM here, and I use he, him pronouns. And we are, sorry, okay, blah, blah, blah. We are an actual play live stream playing D&D in Descent into Avernus. Yeah, let's do some player intros.
My name's Claire. My pronoun is...
Great start for everybody.
Are they, them? I'm playing Kidam, half-elf grave cleric, and I have lit myself appropriately for this evening.
My name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns. I'll be playing Calliope, Air Genasi Old Lady, and also it is boss battle time, so that means boss battle lighting. I'm also a little sick, so that's why I might be a little bit more gravelly today.
Hi, I'm Enya, they, them pronouns. And I guess I am also lit for a boss battle, but also as a turncoat.
I have no boss battle lighting, unfortunately. I just have my normal lighting, so...
It's okay.
Yeah, maybe one day. Cool. Well, with that, let's do a quick recap, and then we're gonna jump right into it. So, my goodness. Last we left off, we saw all of you in the Black Antler Tavern making a deal with the Zentarum representatives within. You agreed to give information as well, or sorry, to, my goodness, what did you do? Oh yes, you agreed to banish one of their colleagues out of Avernus, but as well as some other things. And in exchange for this, they agreed to help you with the refugees trapped in High Hall. All you would have to do is get them back into the into a bank that is about a block or two away from High Hall, and they would take it from there. However, you knew that you would have some things to deal with, one of which being Victusa, this draconic, devilish creature that has been perched atop the Cathedral of High Hall, watching over everything, seeming to be the commander for this devilish assault on High Hall. Devising a plan, you decided to break up into two groups, or rather one big group and one individual, with Pip going off to create a distraction in order to allow the rest of you to get into position to, I think the idea was in hopes of ambushing Victusa, if I remember correctly, or at least getting inside High Hall. As you split up, the main group heading to High Hall, sneaking through the streets per usual. Pip, you went off on your own, and you sort of were doing what you said you were going to do. Part of which was, oh, I remember, yes, the distraction was specifically to get the Nightmare's attention so the Nightmare wouldn't be an issue. But instead, you went and met up with Gideon Lightward to make a deal. But part of this deal was to call off the Nightmare. In exchange, you agreed to do everything in your power to find and deliver the Sword of Zariel to Gideon Lightward. There was a lot of finagling and hashing out of this deal that took place, and as this was happening, the other group stealthed their way past Victusa, finding their way into the backside of High Hall, going back into the tower from which you entered, and posted up, patiently watching the patrols of devils surrounding High Hall, mainly Victusa and her winged companions swooping around the towers of the cathedral. And you waited, and you waited, and you waited. Meanwhile, Pip was back with Gideon, going back and forth, debating the intricacies of this contract, all knowing that Pip was running out of time. Gideon kind of using this to his advantage, sort of pressing Pip to wrap up this contract until eventually Pip agreed to sign the contract, and Pip fled back towards High Hall, knowing that the Nightmare would not be an issue. At this point, the rest of the group getting ready to make their move, not hearing anything for about an hour and a half, you saw Victusa suddenly make some movement. While we as an audience saw Pip making her way back, get intercepted by some devils, sacrificed Gilder to distract those devils, and then rushed towards High Hall, pressing herself against the wall, seeming to think that she was safe. And it was in that moment that you all saw Victusa look down at something, wave her hand as the rest of her flying devils darted out ahead, and she drew her great big long sword, licking her teeth with her long lizard-like tongue, and leaping off the tower and swooping out towards the city. So that is where we are going to pick up. So yeah, let's start with the main group. So with Calliope, Kadam, Ravenguard, Valor, and Lulu. Am I missing anyone? I think that's the entourage of people.
The squad.
Mm-hmm. So I believe it was both Kadam and Calliope that saw this as Victusa pulled the sword out and leapt off and started flying towards the walls, back towards the city in the direction you came from. What are you all going to do as this happens?
So, how high up would you say Victusa is right now?
She's up on like one of the main towers. But let me see if there is dimensions given for High Hall. And Grant, keep in mind you are like kind of, there's space between you and the start of the cathedral because there is the open kind of courtyard. Yes. Hold on. I thought there was something about climbing High Hall.
Let's start the session by looking up dimensions.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I'm not finding it readily available, but yeah.
More or less than Lulu's movement speed.
Oh, 120 feet? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot Lulu's movement is absolutely insane. Boy, okay, hold on. Let me look at the cathedral map. So,
and to be clear, like some of this discussion, I think of like planning is like while we're waiting for Pip.
Oh yeah, of course.
He'll be like handing things out.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna ask Lulu is like, okay, Lulu, I got a couple of these nets. Do you think you could just like fly on up and maybe get Victusa tangle up her wings in these things?
Oh,
quick ski.
Yeah, I could definitely try that. I should be able to do it. My trunk is very dexterous. All right. Sorry. So I imagine that the turret from where you are approaching from. Let me see. I'll just kind of base it roughly off this map. Yeah. So I kind of imagine you're off to the side of the cathedral. I guess that would be kind of like the south side, and a little bit back from the entrance. So I'm just pulling up this map really quick. Let's say that, I mean, yeah, you are definitely more than, like, she would have to dash to just to even get probably barely within range of Victusa. Like, it's kind of, it's a close call.
Okay, but it's like a 2-round sort of situation.
Right,
so
right. Yeah.
I think it's going to be like, okay, Lulu, the plan is we're going to start sending up little dummy up the back, like out of sight with another net, just to kind of like cover the rear. We need you to kind of like sneak forward along the ground. And if you think you can like hop up and get her real quick, then you do that. As I guess we sneak forward and get her attention.
Huh, okay, yeah.
If you see an opening, go for it. We need to get her on the ground.
Okay, I can definitely do that.
Okay.
Okay, so this was all kind of planning before the thing with Pip happens. You suddenly see Victusa take off. Lulu looks at you all. I'll follow her quietly.
I think it's go time. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
She darts out. I'll have her make a stealth check.
I will guide her before she does that, before she leaves.
Okay, excellent. Here we go.
What was it? Can I, whatever it is, can I flash a genius it?
You can. She rolled a 2, and with the guidance gets a 5. So I don't know what your flash
It's
of
not
genius
worth it.
can
It's
bump it
not
up
worth
to.
it.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. Okay. So you see Lulu dart out. What are the rest of you doing?
I think it's time to go.
Following? Yeah,
following.
following Victusa on the ground.
Okay, are you gonna follow from, because you see her flying towards the walls, and likely going to be, heading over the walls back out into the city. So are you gonna follow within the castle walls, essentially? Or are you going to go kind of back the way you came and try to cut her off by running, along the outside? Does that make sense?
Yeah, if we can cut her off, that's ideal. I would be fine with either running straight across the courtyard to the main entrance or going back the way we came, whichever seems like it would be more efficient.
Okay. Well, one more piece of information to contend with that you would know about. Last time you were here, they may or may not be here, but last time you were here, there were the 2 hellhounds at the front. They may or may not be here, but that is a risk if you cut through the courtyard.
I think she's faster than us, so just heading back outside seems safer and more stealthy.
Okay, so you want to go back
Sure.
and retrace your steps, kind of running along the edge. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so as Lulu darts out, as Victusa starts to, and you see Victusa is very fast, rocketing across towards the walls. You all quickly backpedal, going through the door and running along the edge. Down below, you see Avernus and the ruined landscape going off into the horizon as you run off towards the city. As you are running in that direction, let me see here. And Pip, I believe you rolled like a natural 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not quite going to get to you yet, because I would say that you are very unaware of what is happening right now. I think we even said that Pip probably thinks she's super stealthy right now. Alright, so Lulu, let's see that Lulu takes off being as quiet as she can.
And that one, then a 2 on these stealths. Sometimes
God.
the dice.
Oh, I need to roll for folks.
Oh, are we rolling stealth too?
I think, well, not quite, because you are on the other side of the wall, completely out of line of sight from all this happening, trying to get as quick as you can back towards them. I think I know what's going to happen as a result of Lulu's really low roll. So.
Lily, you forgot your blanket. Oh, okay.
All right.
Your blanket. Lulu's blanket.
There's like 3 things happening simultaneously here. So.
Sure.
I'm gonna say this is gonna probably be from Pip's perspective. So Pip, as you are pressed up against the wall, catching your breath, and you can just barely hear off in the distance the sound of giggles and slamming of metal on cobblestone of a halberd coming down as those devils are pursuing after Gilder running through the streets. Catching your breath, you take a moment and peer around the corner towards High Hall, which is just across the way. It's probably about a good 50-foot gap between the wall and the edge of the town. And as you are looking towards the walls, trying to spot your friends, you hear a sudden sort of bestial shriek and a small trumpeting cry as your eyes dart up and see just above the walls Victusa, the like white draconic figure with the spread out wings, sort of curving upwards, coming straight up at a tiny little golden elephant in the air. And as you have that moment of you hear another sound, the flapping of wings, a little too late, as you notice 4 spine devils all darting down towards you. As that is happening simultaneously, the other group sprinting to catch up with this, a bit out of breath, you come tearing around the corner from the other turret of the walls. And as you come peeling around the corner, trying to stay out of sight, looking around, that's when you hear that bestial shriek and the little trumpet sound, and you as well spot these 2 figures swooping up towards each other. And you can see this little squadron of 4 spine devils diving down into the city to do something. So let us roll initiative, and I'm going to transition us over to the map.
Fusca, welcome, and everyone else. We are rolling initiative right now.
Oh, whoa, we just got a raid?
We got a boss battle. No.
Whoa, okay, hi. Yeah, super exciting. Yeah, hi, nice to see you this evening. Wow, that like came out of nowhere. Okay. Let me
Oh, heck yeah. Right. I rolled another nat 1 for initiative. Pip was fully just like took the shield out. I was talking to Gargoth, like, oh Gargoth, what have I done?
I will say, Pip, that before we get into the turn order, you are going to get surprised, so you're going to get attacked by these devils, and Lulu as well. So that we're going to resolve that first before we really jump into initiative. But let me just arrange some things here on the map, and okay. And also, I'm going to allow y'all to somewhat position yourselves. I would say that, Pip, you're kind of where you are. So this map is enormous because Elturel is gigantic and High Hall is gigantic.
Wow.
But you all are down there. I don't know if that worked. Sorry if I sent you off the map. You're down in the bottom left-hand corner. I roughly place you kind of where
Oh my god. Oh, it's so small.
Pip, yeah, so I would zoom into like about 50% or so, and it should be a lot easier to see where you are. Pip, I imagine you being at this corner kind of intersection here. And Victusa and Lulu are just above the walls, like engaging in combat. I'd say that the castle walls are probably 40 feet. This is like an absolutely gigantic, like I was measuring things out and it's a huge structure. But yeah, y'all are there at the corner of this turret, looking around the corner, seeing all this happen. And just behind you is the cliff dropping down into the Avernus pit below. All right, so before we do initiative, I'm gonna first resolve, let's start with Lulu getting attacked by Victusa, who's swooping up, swinging her sword up at Lulu. And for those of you just joining, what you're seeing is this sort of draconic humanoid figure with these big dragon wings extending out her back, whipping tail, and she's wielding this big long sword as she's kind of curling upwards above a castle wall towards this small little golden elephant with feathery wings kind of sprouting out where it's really her ears. It's kind of a Dumbo situation, but there's some other golden wings sprouting out her back, and it's a little tiny golden elephant that's just fluttering there above this castle wall as this devilish draconic creature swoops up. So as Victusa swoops up, swinging her sword, she gets to make 3 attacks. So here we go. What is Lulu's Lulu has a crazy AC. 18. Yeah, so doesn't hit.
Okay.
So that was the sword, and then she comes in with her claw for a 25 to hit, doing 12 points of damage. Are her weapons considered magical? Her weapons are not, or her melee attacks are not considered magical. So Lulu is resistant. So she takes 6 points of damage. You hear that little shriek of her trumpet as she gets cut across with the claws, and then the bite attack comes in for a natural 1. So that snaps and just misses. So that was Victusa. The Spine Devils all just fire their spines down at you, Pip. They each get to make 2 attacks. So here we go. On you, Pip. What's your AC, Pip?
15.
Okay, so...
It would be nice if I had, a shield right now.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Okay, so only 2 of them hit.
Cool.
So I don't know if you're resistant to fire, but 4 points of piercing, 3 points of fire on the first one.
Okay.
The second one is 3 points of piercing, 6 points of fire.
3 and 6.
3 and 6, yeah.
Oof,
so
okay.
these spines come hailing down at Pip. You all see these little devils. They're just at the roof line, so they're about 40 feet up. Just spines hailing down on Pip. And Pip, you get struck twice as you try to duck underneath the eaves of this building to get cover. All right, now we can get proper initiative going. So let me get Victusa's initiative. She rolls at advantage. She gets a 17. Okay. The Spine Devils. Get a 15. Y'all wanted a boss fight, right?
Oh yeah.
And how do you start off a boss fight? Like send off your small, vulnerable, lovable companion.
She's
to die.
Resistant to damage. Non-magical
AC
damage.
of 18.
Yeah.
She's just adorable,
All right. Sorry, I'm just starting with the tokens I have in my sight. So Kadam, what did you get?
13.
13. What about Valor?
26.
Whoa! Wow. Okay. Calliope.
I got 5.
Oh no. And Pip.
I got a 2.
2. Okay. And Pip, by the way, I do have Gilder on the map. Gilder is very far away, but Gilder is on the map being assaulted by those devils up at the top. So
he's still going. Good for him.
But I will be when we get to. I'll probably just do it to keep things simple. I'll just have that group. I'm not gonna roll initiative for that group, but I'll just roll for them when the other Spine Devils go to see if, because they're all gonna be trying to attack Gilder. So, all right. Top of the round is Valor.
Okay. She's going to run and dash.
Oh wait, I didn't roll for Lulu.
Oh, Lulu is very important in this.
Lulu is super
Higher than
important.
17. Come on.
15. Oh. All right, so Valor.
Oh gosh, what's that? Shoot, hold on.
It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, and Claire, I changed back to the old setting so you can use the.
Okay, so I won't slow your
Yeah,
entire
yeah, yeah.
thing down. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's Valor's turn.
So she is dashing, just full on
She's
sprinting
just
out.
sprinting towards all the ruckus.
Okay, so running out into the street towards the fight, taking us to what is Raven Guard? I don't know why I'm asking you. I have his stat block. Raven Guard has a. Oh no, they have the same decks. Claire, roll a d20.
3.
Okay, yeah, Victusa gets to go first. So I mean, she's gonna attack. She doesn't know about any of this other stuff going on. She's going for the cute little elephant that's right there. She's gonna use her bonus action to rage. Pulling her sword up, and she's going to attack recklessly right at Lulu. So here we go. These are going to be made at advantage. Oh no! I got a critical!
I am nowhere near her. Can't help with that.
Okay, that is a... I rolled a 9, so that is 18 plus 5, 23 plus 3, 26. She gets brutal critical at this level, I think. Did I? No, she doesn't. Okay. What'd I say? 23. So 23 points of damage. She would have one of those infernal longswords, so this would be considered magical. So. Ooh, that was a big hit on Lulu.
How's Lulu looking?
Really hurt. Lulu lets out a cry, and one of her wings kind of, and she sort of like falters in the air. The claw comes up. Yeah, reckless. So just barely misses with a 17. Lulu darts out of the way. Coming in for the bite. Yeah, 26. 9 reduced to 4. And then here comes the cold damage. She has 1 hit point. 2 points of cold damage. Victusa latches on to Lulu as she lets out a shriek. The big draconic jaws just holding on tight. You see this, for those of you that can just barely make out even from this distance, these like droplets of what almost look like sunshine just like dropping out of where she's been hit. All right, that was Victusa. Okay, Raven Guard. Raven Guard, seeing all this happening, well, I don't think he necessarily sees Lulu getting hit, but seeing the kind of bad situation you're all in, what does he have? Does he have range? He doesn't. Shit. Okay, he's gonna have to get in close. Would he have picked up a ranged weapon? I feel like it's reasonable that in that period between, like, he would have asked to get a ranged weapon from the Zentarum. We'll say that he probably has a crossbow. Probably like Valor, a heavy crossbow. So is that it? That's a dex-based thing, right, Claire?
It is. It's a dex-based thing.
Okay, there, yeah. So
that makes no sense mechanically.
Okay, so that'd be a +5. Okay. All right, he's gonna do the same thing as Valor. He's gonna start booking it out, running front line out into the fray. Lulu, panting heavily, I don't know if she disengages. Does she disengage?
Does she still have the net?
She does. I think she's gonna try to throw the net. That was what she was asked to do.
No.
Hold on, let me see what her little trumpets do.
Oh.
I don't think they do. They don't like stun or anything. No. No, just deafened. Okay. She's gonna throw the net. I forget how the net works. So she has this net dangling from her little.
She just has to hit
Shrug.
with it, and the target is immobilized. No
Okay.
save.
No save. And what is the what kind of roll is it to hit with it?
It's just an attack roll.
An attack roll. Okay. So, but is it strength or dex based? Oh, she has the same stat for both. Okay. So
And
it's.
probably not proficient, would be my guess.
Is she proficient with simple weapons?
I mean, it doesn't
Oh.
say.
Is the flying elephant proficient with simple weapons?
It does not say. I don't even know Lulu like that, but you must save the glowing sky elephant. Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, that's fair. Frandy and friends, plus 99 because adorable elephant.
Oh my god.
I think it's... I mean, okay, I'm gonna say she's proficient in simple weapons for reasons, because of her backstory. Which, I mean, yeah, you know she was with Zariel, so, yeah. So she'll
And it's
get...
an advantage because of reckless.
It is an advantage
It
because
is an
these
advantage.
were reckless.
Okay, she gets a
Come on,
plus 3 to
Lulu.
this. She gets a plus 3 to this, and it's at advantage.
Lulu!
They're still little dummy.
Okay, here we go. So as she, bleeding
far
out, throws the net, it unfurls in the air. Here we go, at advantage. An 11. And a 6.
Oh,
Not high enough. And Victusa darts out of the way as the net just tumbles down to the ground. So that was her action. I don't know if she... I mean, she's not dumb, but she... I think she might risk... She might risk the attack of opportunity. I think she might risk the attack of opportunity and try to dart towards all of you. Let me see.
Nathan, don't
Why
you?
did you send her out like that?
She was supposed to have her blankie.
Oh my god. I mean, because, yeah. She doesn't know where any of you are, and she's by herself with Victusa. She did the thing she was trying to do, and Victusa's about to swing back at her. I think she risks it, and she just, like, seeing Victusa rearing up, licking her jaws, raising the sword, Lulu's gonna dart off, and Victusa's gonna lash out with the sword. I don't know if, is it still at advantage? Let me see, reckless.
I don't believe so.
That was-
It's
I
only
think
for
it's
that
just
turn.
during your turn.
During that turn, yeah. Okay, so it's just a normal roll. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, 28 hits. So Lulu is going to get death saving throws because she is a big character for all of you. She is a big, she's essentially a sidekick, but more. So as Victusa brings the sword down, as Lulu tries to dart away with one big strike, she tumbles, and you watch as she tumbles and bounces off the wall. Let's see if she falls down onto the street towards all of you, or if she's up on the wall. Just call this a coin toss. So I'll just roll a d20. Say, well, it's like a death saving throw, so she just needs to get a 10 or higher to fall on the other side of the wall. Okay, here we go. Okay, so she tumbles and tumbles off the side of the wall, landing onto the ground, and she will automatically fail one death save from the hit.
Lulu, no.
So, one death save as she drops limp onto the ground. Okay. That was Lulu. She tried. The spine devils, all cackling above you, Pip, continue to fire their needles down on you. They're gonna kind of swoop around, surrounding you as they cackle.
I'm not doing well either.
We're
Here we
coming.
go. Good thing those weren't at advantage.
Oh,
All right. What was your AC again? 15?
15.
Okay, so we got 3 hits. So you're not resistant to fire damage, right?
No. I
Okay,
have advantage against spells.
These aren't spells.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just gonna give you the total
Okay.
then. So 8 points of damage on the first.
Okay.
Another 8 points on the second.
Whew. Okay.
And 11 on the last one.
What?
Are you up?
Oh man. Hold on. So what was that? I have 1 HP.
Okay.
Oh my god!
The spines come hailing down on you, taking us to Kadam.
I'll move. That's 30 feet.
Okay.
I don't have much that will reach 120. I'm gonna dash.
You're gonna dash.
Right up next to Valor. Let me check one thing. 2. Oh my gosh.
I'm also one space out of range of helping.
Oh no.
I can technically get to Lulu. I can give her healing word, but then I'm gonna go down like right after, just FYI.
Sure. I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step.
Oh wow. Okay.
I disappear in a puff of purple smoke and reappear 30 feet forward.
Nice. Okay. Appearing 30 feet further forward. Pip, you just barely make out a kind of a flash. Did you say purple smoke? You kind of make out a flash of purple and a little bit of smoke kind of trailing from around the corner. Just barely making out the figure of Kadam.
Full sprint toward Lulu.
Towards Lulu, yeah, looking straight at Lulu. So Kadam, I don't think you see Pip at all. That was it for you, Kadam?
Yep.
Okay, Calliope, you're up.
How high are these walls, and how far up is Victusa?
All good questions. I'm gonna say the walls are 50 feet up, and
Jesus.
And Victusa is she's probably 80 feet up.
From the walls or total?
No, total.
Okay. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, so first off, Big Dummy, I think, is gonna move, and then we'll have bonus action. Oh, no, mounts can just dash on their own.
That's right.
Okay, so I think I get right next up to Kadam.
Cool. Okay.
So just for new time viewers, what this situation is there's a little old Air Genasi lady, having these puppet strings kind of in the back of this a big chicken walker sort of thing. She is an artificer and has built a large steel defender companion, or medium sized, which is big enough for her to use as a mount.
So it's probably like a 5 foot tall, maybe 6 foot long sort of thing, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Metal chicken walker kind of thing.
Kind of like metal leather gears, lots of things like that. Little Dummy is going to deploy from the walls, or deploy kind of off of us, carrying another net.
Okay.
And is gonna just fly up 30 feet ish, somewhere around here, and can it use its action to try to hide,
sure,
among the parapets.
Okay, go for it. Actually,
so this is my bonus action. I tell it to take the hide action.
There's the artwork, by the way, that I believe all of you provided for Big Dummy on the token. It's kind of this crazy looking fantasy chicken walker thing. All right, so little dummy.
22
Whoa,
on the
okay.
hide.
Yeah, so little dummy is definitely hidden up against the parapets of the wall.
And that just leaves my action, don't it?
Sure does.
I think we are going to. I mean, let's just levitate, I guess.
Okay. Awesome.
So I'm going to use levitate. Maybe this actually happens before like little dummy deploys. So kind of like these two propellers kind of like flip out and unfold from big dummy. And just like start like whirring up, just like thump 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 thump. They're kind of like a maple leaf,
Oh, cool.
or like maple seed shaped, and they make that kind of like noise in movies.
Very cool.
Unfortunately, all I can do is like move up 20 feet myself. So let's actually have gone like over here.
Okay.
And
And you are 20 feet up?
20 feet up, and then little dummy deploys from that point.
Excellent.
Which actually gets him to the top of the walls with
Yeah,
his 30
50
feet
up. Okay,
move
cool.
speed.
So little dummy is literally right up against the underside of the crenellations, I guess. Like
Yeah.
the little, yeah. So literally tucked up in there with the net dangling down. Very difficult to spot in the chaos of this battle. Cool. And you, Calliope, are just hovering there on big.
Get on, help Lulu!
I am.
Now where's Pip?
No idea.
Is that it for you, Calliope?
I think that's it for me.
Okay, Pip, you're up.
Look, I guess so if I start moving, I'm not within attack of opportunity range, right?
No, they're all
Yeah.
all the spine devils are 40 feet up in the air. They're all flying up in the air.
Okay, great. In that case, I am going to. Pip is just gonna move 30 feet. Come here. It's hard getting there.
Okay.
Was that 30? Yeah. Okay. And
You could actually probably move one more square. I think you.
Yeah,
were-
one more.
Yeah.
I was, yeah. And she's going to take a healing potion.
Okay. So bonus action.
Jesus Christ. Ooh, does it have to be bonus action? Can I make that my full action and do bonus action healing word? Or
So, I think so. I mean, this is a good question. This is like a very common homebrew. You can bonus action healing potions, but I've never considered that. I don't see why not.
yeah, because
I
it's
can't think of
just
a
a
good
full
reason
action to
why
take
not.
a normal potion, right?
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So you get 4 points back.
Oh god damn it!
I'm so
God damn it!
sorry.
Why am I?
Is that
what is
double
happening?
life?
What?
Oh.
How? Hey, what the? This is terrible. Okay. In that case, whatever. At least I'm within.
Okay.
Lulu, this is for you. And then healing word.
All right. How many hit points?
Yeah, God. Hopefully more than 4. At least it'll bring her back up.
6 hit points. Okay.
Oh.
So she wakes up, her eyes fluttering open, lying limp on the ground there. You can hear a pop as her wing sort of pops back into place. Okay.
I found Pip.
I'm not gonna make it, you guys. You have to keep going.
Pip, do you want Gilder to do anything? Because otherwise I'm gonna resolve and see if Gilder
Gilder?
survives. Actually, I kind of need... yeah, do you want Gilder to do anything?
I like it if Gilder can come. Pip has just let go of Gilder. She's
Okay.
assuming he's gone.
Okay, we will assume that Gilder is gone, and we will resolve that later and see if Gilder, okay, I got it. Alright, next up is back to the top to Valor.
Okay. up next to Kadam. Let's see if we are within range. 60 squared plus 80 squared is and then take the square root of that.
Oh god, I don't. Are you talking about getting the range on Victusa up on the?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
The way that I see it used done in a lot of games is just max of vertical distance versus horizontal distance. It's like not quite right, but it's easier.
So sorry, what do? You
Max.
just.
So if she's 80 feet up and 60 feet away, she's 80 feet away.
I see. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Yeah. Let's not. I'm sorry for those of you that are quick and good at math in chat.
Into doing the Pythagorean theorem.
If anybody from my home game is here, we did actually do the math once, or they did. I was lost, but they did it. So sure, 80 feet. That's fine.
Okay. Pull out heavy crossbow. Shoot at Victusa.
Excellent.
That's a nat 19, which is a crit for her.
Ooh.
That's a fine roll. That's 10 points of piercing damage of a completely normal weapon, so that's probably 5.
Sorry, how much damage total?
10,
So.
but it's a non-magical weapon,
So
so
5.
probably reduced to 5.
And then she's raging, so reduced to 2. I'm sorry.
That was my crit for you, right there.
I'm so sorry. So 2 damage. She lines up that shot and poof, the bolt strikes Victusa like square in the shoulders, and it doesn't seem to sink in very far as it just kind of falls out, and Victusa wheels around.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit.
Anything else for Valor?
I think. Can she see? Can she see Pip?
I would say yes. The big square building there is more like a tower, you know, with the eaves
Okay.
going over.
Yeah, so she's gonna do leadership for Pip.
Nice.
And call out, Pip, get yourself some healing! So Pip, you can add a D4 to all attack rolls and saving throws
Ooh, okay.
for the next minute. And that's Valor's turn.
Excellent. Victusa. Oh, and Victusa will use her reaction. She was hit to move up to half her speed towards a creature. So she has a reaction called Vicious Reprisal. So she gets struck, wheels around towards Valor, and is going to start diving down in the direction of all of you. So she will move, call it like that, as she drops down.
Yikes.
She drops down about, oh wait, half her speed. I messed that one up. Should be back a little further there. And yeah, she drops down about 20 feet. So she's just above the castle walls as she's starting to rocket down towards you all. And on her turn, she will continue to plummet down. And what does she want to do? She will travel. Okay, so she's gonna be about 30 feet up. Yeah, we'll say 30 feet up as she travels 50 feet fly speed down. And as she is dropping down, you notice that she kind of has this tight sort of like bundle of what you realize are like javelins kind of strapped to one side as she pulls one out, I guess while sheathing her sword, catches it, and as she catches it, you watch this like frosty energy up her arm and into the javelin as it almost becomes an icicle. as she chucks the icicle straight down at... I think she goes for Valor, yeah. She's just, like, excited. You can see this almost gleeful shriek, gleeful expression in her draconic face as she comes rocketing towards Valor. So she will do this at Reckless again. And she's going to throw 2 javelins down at Valor. So recklessly, the first one is a 26 to hit, and the next one's a natural 20. Okay, so first one.
I will cancel that nat 20.
Ooh. And how do you cancel nat 20s again? Like narratively, I forget what it looks like.
Throw my arm out like towards Valor, and this kind of silver purple image of myself with wings lies in front of her and takes the hit like fully through.
That's cool.
Myself, so it gets less into her.
So the second javelin strikes the ethereal form of Kadam and kind of ripples and shatters the image outward as that javelin is slowed down just a touch to not cause fatal damage. So the first one deals 6 points of piercing and 2 points of cold, plus an additional 3 for rage. So
11.
11, and then the second one is 12 plus 3, 15 points total on that second one. Valor's not resistant to cold, right? Just fire.
No.
Okay.
And just for kicks and giggles, on the off chance, Hellish Rebuke.
Which does fire damage?
Fire damage?
Okay.
Is it even worth us?
So, no, we're not going to roll, because
okay,
watch
cool.
as the flames...
I will just mark that off then.
Yeah, the flames engulf Victusa, not affecting her at all, as she just... she is relishing in this. Alright, that was...
worth a try.
It was worth a try.
That was Victusa. Older Raven Guard is going to... what's the range on a heavy crossbow? It's pretty far, right? It's like
100, 400.
104. Okay, yeah. So he's easily within range. He's going to run over and get behind cover, behind this building, and bring out the crossbow and start launching bolts up at Victusa. Raven Guard normally makes... Man, that sucks. He can make 3 melee attacks, but if it's a crossbow, he can only do 1, right?
Yeah, unless he has crossbow expert or whatever that is.
I can't imagine why he would. But he still gets a natural or a 18 plus, and then we would add the 3, so that'll hit. But it is a mundane. So is it a D8?
10.
D10, nice. Okay, 4 plus 2, 6, reduce to... Oh my god. Reduce to 3, reduce to 1. So 1 point of damage. Okay, he sees that literally just ricochet off of Victusa. Fuck. Throws the crossbow down and pulls the sword out. You hear kind of this as it is drawn, and we'll see what he does.
Sorry, did we understand that math? It was 6, then halved.
Yes, halved to 3, halved again to 1, because she's raging. So she's she's resistant to non-magical, and then she's raging, so therefore halved again. So
does that stack?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh my god!
It does. Yeah. Lulu wakes up looking around. I imagine from her perspective, it's literally the moment where it's like you just hear the ringing of as she's looking around and seeing all her friends come running in and shouts muffled. Victusa there flying above. Seeing Victusa there, she grimaces. Rockets up and is going to let out a burst from her trumpet straight at Victusa. She's gonna do the... She's going to do the Trumpet of Sparkles. The Trumpet of Sparkles. Let me see if does it roll the damage? No, it doesn't. Okay. But Victusa, it says evil creature, but we'll say it's fiends. Victusa will make this at disadvantage. So here we go. Oh, got an 11. I think that fails her saving throw. Wow, Victusa has a huge bonus to con saves, and yeah, that fails. Okay, so 48 plus 4 radiant damage. So 16, 20 points of radiant damage as a blast of sparkling light in rainbow colors just sprays across Victusa's back as she lets out a shriek. You see steam rising off of her back from that hit. 20 points of radiant to her. She kind of falters in the air and whips around. Seeing Lulu is still up, she is now laser focused on Lulu. Okay, Lulu stands strong, glaring down at Victusa, taking us to the spined devils. They are going to come cackling and swooping in as Victusa shouts out, kind of, I guess in Infernal, so Calliope could understand it. She shouts out, "Hey, take that one down! Then deal with the rest!" She points at you, Pip, and then back at the rest of you. So they all kind of gleefully cackle and start swooping towards you, Pip, to see if they can take you down. Hold on, how much movement?
Well, Pip's like, I think I heard takedown. What does that mean in this context?
Let's see, we'll go 40 feet that way. Let's see, we'll come that way. All right, so Pip, we're gonna do these one at a time to see if any of these knock you down.
Oh my god.
So here we go.
You're at 1? Yes?
Okay,
No.
Well, I'm at 5 now.
One of the devils.
Excuse me?
One of the devils unleashes their spine, missing. The next one misses. Sparks bursting around you as these quills burst into flame as they crash in next to you.
Big money, big money.
The next one hits with one attack. 5 points of damage.
No.
Sticks into you and bursts with flame. Are you down to 1?
If it's 5?
Yeah, 5 points.
I mean, that brings me down.
Oh, you're down. Okay, so you're down. Unconscious onto the ground. And the final one that hasn't fired yet kind of cackles and darts off further 20 more feet. That one only traveled 20. Is going to dart 20 feet towards the rest of you. It's just gonna fire at Valor, because that's the closest person. Misses, I believe, with a 14. So those just shatter off of her armor. She winces and looks up. Bullshit. Taking us to Kadam.
All right, I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality on myself.
Ooh, okay. What's the radius?
30-foot radius sphere. I will. Yeah, so that should get most folks. Yep, and then I'm going to move.
Yeah, you would have seen Pip drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna move there. Bonus action. 2d6 healing to Pip.
Okay.
8 points. Back to you, Pip.
Whew. Thank you.
That's your turn. Okay. And what does the vitality do?
So as a bonus action, every turn I can heal 2d6 to anyone within the radius.
Wow. Okay. Super cool. So you are just there, focusing in, casting out this healing energy. Okay. Calliope, you're up. Oh,
Hey.
nice.
Well, dummy. Plan, Marionette, let's go. Fan marionettes, go, little dummy. Do you hear me? And little dummy is going to skulk. So this kind of like sock monkey, like flying marionette is going to zip out of hiding from here. I assume attack at advantage here.
Yeah,
And just try to like catch Victusa in this net.
definitely.
Yeah. I think, what is this?
It's an attack
It's
roll,
pl-
right?
It gets +2, and I don't think it's proficient with
Okay.
this. So I think it's just going to be a
Just
+2.
+2 at advantage. Oof.
17.
Oh, that just hits.
Oh my god.
Literally just hits. So,
Okay.
what happens with the net?
Yeah, so the nets, let me read this. A large or smaller creature hit by a net is restrained until it is freed.
Oh my god.
Um,
And
it can
restrained
use
creature.
its action to make a DC 10 strength check, freeing itself or another creature within reach on a success, or dealing 5 damage to it. But being immobilized causes it to fall instantly,
Yep.
is my understanding.
So
Would have been nicer to do this higher than 30 feet above the ground, but we'll take what we can get.
So she drops 30 feet down. So out of the shadows, this little sock puppet floats out, holding with all its might this big heavy net, and just lets go above Victusa as it unfurls. In slow motion, Victusa looks up, seeing the shadow as the net descends down. And it wraps around her wings, the weights from the net kind of pulling in around her as she just tumbles down to the ground. She'll take 3d6 bludgeoning as she slams into the ground. Whoa, I rolled this really high. 5,
Oh my God.
6, 5. So 16 points of bludgeoning, but that is
Nice.
Of course.
only reduced to 8 points, I believe. I don't even know with like non-magical, whatever. We're just gonna call it 8. So 8 points of bludgeoning as she slams into the ground. She is on the ground and is restrained. Wow. Okay.
For the time being.
That was Little Dummy.
And that was indeed Little Dummy. Okay. I was saving this for later, but I think it's time. And I'm gonna have Big Dummy kind of edge along the wall here, just kind of like thought throughs going out, and then like feet just kind of like dig into the wall and like walk across it.
Okay.
And Calliope's gonna pull out this small yellow elemental gem.
Oh shit.
Be like, well, on it for good luck. And then throw it down next to Victusa. This is, I'm going to, it's a elemental gem, yellow. So a earth elemental is a large creature, and it's going to be summoned, and I think it'll just be summoned right next to Victusa. I
Okay.
think like right, how do you ping? Like
Uh,
these 4 tiles here.
All right. Yeah. Give me a moment. Where's Earth Elemental?
And so like these cobblestone streets just like kind of form together. It's like not being summoned, it's just kind of like pulling earth from around. And it's like, you want to mess with Elturel? Well, Elturel's gonna mess with you.
As the cobblestone streets, little sparkling pieces of golden gem just rain down around it from it shattering, and this earth elemental is now looming over Victusa. So the earth elemental, we'll just say it goes after your turn.
It rolls its own initiative.
It rolls a little initiative. Okay, I'm
And
fine with
so-
just having it go after you, if that's okay with you.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
And I think when you fall like that, do you get knocked prone? Is she prone right now?
Oh yeah. She's prone and restrained.
Prone and
And-
restrained.
Yeah. She's all the things.
Okay. That was my action and my bonus action.
I mean, I think she's prone. I mean, I guess technically it says just restrained. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but I think falling.
She,
might make you prone.
normally you can make an acrobatics check to see if
Okay.
you can stay up. So I'll let her make an acrobatics check. Here we go.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. So she does get a 21. So
Okay.
she like kind of does the slam down on all fours sort of thing and is able to sort of get up, but is completely wrapped up in the net. But she's still restrained, so it's still advantage on attack rolls.
Okay. This earth elemental then is going to, I think, try to grapple.
Okay, that was your turn, right? Or, sorry,
That was my turn.
Your turn. Okay, cool.
But then if the earth elemental is going, it might as well grapple. So
Okay, so contested athletics.
Oh, is that how it works?
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and roll an athletics check, or just
Hold up.
pure strength, if that's what it has.
I think, oh heck. Yeah, okay, let's do it.
All right, here we go. So she's gonna make this at advantage.
Oh heck, she is, ain't she?
All right, what does the elemental get?
Nat
6.
one.
Okay, nat 1. Oof. Yeah. Despite being restrained, which I don't know if you're restrained, if you do you have disadvantage on athletics? I mean, regardless, her first roll was a 17. So through the net, she grabs onto the elemental and just like holding it at bay and just pushes its huge arms off. And the elemental just looks down. All right, that was Calliope and the Elemental, your new band. And
Yeah, and Little Dummy's gonna, I think, head back into the parapets.
okay, cool.
Kind of like
What
take
is
cover.
Little Dummy's full movement speed?
30.
30. So I think because
It moved about
Little Dummy is
15
about
out.
50 up, would have had to drop down 20 to get to
Oh,
Victusa. So
right,
Little Dummy
okay.
can go 10 feet up.
Okay, cool. So
Okay.
I think just like back, let's just have it kind of like redock at me.
Sure. Okay. Redocking with you. Excellent. Okay.
And I want to drop down also, so I'm 10 feet away from
Perfect.
Victusa, so I'm about 10 feet up.
Okay. Understood. As you drop down to be 10 feet above Victusa. Excellent. Taking us to Pip.
Pip, first and foremost, is going to run. Bonus action hide, I guess.
Okay. Bonus action hide. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because I got that cunning action now. Finally.
You have a what? Excuse me?
I have cunning action.
Huh.
I did not even reveal my final form. So I have to actually roll stealth.
Yes, you do. And I would say just to keep in mind, you are able, if you do this, you could hide from the spined devils. Victusa is still within line of sight. So Victusa, I would say Victusa is very distracted right now, so she's not necessarily paying attention to you, but...
Yeah, I'm just assuming Victusa thinks I'm not worth it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see that stealth roll.
16.
Oh, 16, okay. As far as you know, you feel very stealthy. What do you do to hide in this situation?
Pip finds kind of like a little alcove where I assume there's statues and everything all
Sure.
along here. So I think she just kind of blends in and is like, oh, think like a statue. I'm a statue.
So as you push up into these, and indeed this building here appears to be some sort of grand tower that's become, completely in disrepair from the descent. But there are religious statues all along the base of this tower, and you just nestle yourself up in. So you're probably more about like here under the eaves as you nestle yourself up in amongst these statues and just hold still. The spine devils are starting to descend down, looking around. They seem to have lost track of you as you darted around the corner. All right, so that was your bonus action.
So do I mean, if I shoot, then I'm not hidden anymore, but...
You are not, but you will have advantage on your attack.
But I will.
And if you have sneak attack, you'll get sneak attack.
I got sneak attack now, yes. Okay. I mean, I guess I sort of have to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just... Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll just shoot. I'll shoot with my pistol, and since I'm hidden, I get sneak attack. I'm going to shoot the spine devil that's like right there.
Okay,
in
cool.
front of Kadon.
Go for it. Roll at advantage. Yeah, 23 would definitely hit.
Okay, cool. And so I get an... Oh, yeah. There, I already have rolled it for sneak attack.
So that's
Dang.
8 points of damage.
Still not a lot, but okay.
So, right up through its wing, it kind of tears open and it sort of falters for a moment, and then it whips down, seeing you there. All right. Anything else for you, Pip?
Nope. Just sinking back into that alcove, still being like, "Am I still a statue? Prove me wrong."
Awesome. Okay, Valor. Valor is up.
All right, let's make mincemeat.
Oh my god.
So these are attacks at advantage. And you know what? Because we have a glaive now, let's not get into melee. So
Okay.
That's
just
the
be
plan.
out there.
Okay.
Okay. 24.
Whew, yeah, that definitely hits.
I rolled a 1. So should actually look at the stat block. Let's do that. So 5 points of slashing.
Okay, so I believe
Reduced
even though
to 2.
Yes, 'cause it is even though it's magical weapon, she's still raging, so she gets that
Yeah.
Oh my
resistance.
god.
Yeah.
Second attack. 26.
Yep.
11 points reduced to 6? 5?
5.
5.
This poor Valor finally gets a magical weapon, still not quite cutting through. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, 2 solid strikes with the glaive. Well, the first one was, but yeah, 2 strikes with the glaive. Yeah.
Bonus action, second wind.
Okay, cool. So, and yeah, Victusa. I mean, Victusa's looking hurt, not like severely, but she's showing some wear and tear.
Okay.
She will use her reaction, because she may as well. She's just gonna lash out and try to bite the earth elemental, because it's within range. A 19 to hit the elemental. I think that hits. Looks like I'm seeing a 17 armor class.
Olive?
Olive, do you have
Oh,
the elemental
oh,
stat block?
Yeah. Sorry, I did not see. 17 armor class exactly means it beats it.
Cool. So 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay, it has resistance.
It does, okay, so that is reduced to 4. And then 2 points of cold damage, which I don't think it has resistance to. So a total of 6.
Okay, it's.
It's probably
Did I
fine.
tell you how much health it has?
I know how much health it has, but you haven't told the rest of everybody.
This earth elemental's doing fine.
By the way,
I'm
with
guessing like 120? Wait, is that
Exactly
correct?
120 now.
by the way, Calliope, with the gem, does it specify that when you do this, it's like casting the summon elemental spell or something?
It is, but generally when you use items like this, there's no concentration requirement.
Just no concentration requirement? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But it could get banished, I guess.
It could get banished. Okay, so, and now it's Victusa. Oh my god. So Victusa would have to use an action to break free of the restraint, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Because otherwise her attacks... Oh, those attacks would have been made at disadvantage, technically. That bite.
Huh?
An 11, so you can give those hit points back, those 6 hit points.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, she's definitely going to use her action to break free. So is it a athletics check to break free?
Yeah, DC 10.
DC 10. Oh, okay. Well,
So,
she has this at advantage. So, yeah, she got a 19. So she breaks free of the restraints, looking around. She could do a lot more I think... actually, though, she looks up at little dummy, who is resting on on Big Dummy, right? You had little dummy go and redock with you, Calliope?
Yeah.
So she's gonna look towards you, Calliope, and let's see here. You're 10 feet up?
Yes.
Okay. She'll risk the attack of opportunity, I guess, from both. Is it from both Valor and the Earth Elemental?
If she's leaving Valor's 10-foot reach, yeah. I mean, is she flying?
Here, actually, I think there's a way she can do this. So go ahead, the Earth Elemental can make an attack of opportunity.
Okie dokie.
She then...
is this an advantage for any reason?
Is it no, because she has not attacked recklessly.
Okay,
She just
yeah.
broke free. So.
25 still.
We are flanking.
Oh, you are
Earth
flanking,
Elemental
yeah.
and Valor.
So it is at advantage, yeah.
Oh, okay.
See
Well,
if
we
you
can
get the
see if that
crit.
crits. Yeah. 15 bludgeoning.
Is it considered a magical attack?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So then... Oh, wait, no, but it's an elemental. I think elementals... if it doesn't say magic weapons. Okay, so then 15, 7 reduced again to 3 points. 3 points bludgeoning, okay.
15 to 3?
Sorry, so...
That is bonkers.
Takes off, yeah, barbarians.
Wow. Is
Takes
this
off,
what fighting Lovelace felt like?
Mhm.
Probably.
And I believe she only has to fly... Oh god, but then she's gonna be within reach. Yeah, I mean, okay, go ahead. Valor can make that attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Because she's gonna fly up above Calliope so that she's out of reach of the elemental. So she's 15 feet up, I believe, is her total height. And I'll put her kind of there. So what did
19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
10 points of slashing.
So 5. Okay, so takes off, and suddenly the wings peel open above you, Calliope, as she's there looming above you. She did actually get hit. Oh, you can't do a reaction on your turn, I don't think. Okay. All right, Raven Guard. Raven Guard kind of... fuck. He's looking around, kind of bites his lip, and he goes running 30 feet, dashes, and is going to attempt to run up the back of the elemental to get on top of it, so that he's, I guess, you know, has extra reach. He's 10 feet up. So I'll have him do an athletics check to try to run up the back. Here we go. Oh yeah, natural 20. So running up the back.
He looks so cool.
Lands on the back of the elemental, which kind of barely reacts. He grips onto the rock and looking up the sword behind him at Victusa, just to be closer with his sword. And he shouts out to all of you, "Bring her down!" All right, that was Raven Guard.
Did he take an action there?
He had to dash.
Dash.
Oh,
To
got it.
get up. I don't think does he have a bonus action? Actually, let me check. He might. No, he just has a reaction. Okay. All right, that was Raven Guard. Hey, he's not a damsel in distress. Lulu.
Narratively, his
Narratively.
function is to be a damsel in distress.
I mean, Lulu can do the trumpet 3 times a day. I don't think she's done it today. I think that was her first time. So, yeah, she's gonna fly up towards Victusa and angles such that that she won't hit you, Calliope. So she'll probably come swooping around so that she's like essentially flying above you, Calliope, and just lets out the sparkles towards Victusa, who rears back, getting struck by these sparkles. It's a 30-foot cone. Oh boy. I think the only way that she can do this without hitting you, Calliope, is she has to be within melee of Victusa, otherwise she would hit you. So, oh, you're muted.
She can't be above and like point the cone down, like just straight up above Victusa.
Oh, that's well, no, because then if she was, one square up, it would still hit you, right? Like,
I feel like you could
Get 3 squares up.
You could get angle.
you
I
think-
mean, like, I'm thinking, let's pull out
Oh,
the
I see.
geometry.
I see what you're saying.
thing.
Yeah, you would get. She could angle it such that she would get the edge. Okay, that's
Yeah.
yeah. We don't have to. Yeah, I understand. Okay. So then yes, she will not be within melee. So she blasts Victusa. Victusa makes the con save. Here we go. At disadvantage. Oh, gets a 13. Wow, she has a huge con save and is failing these. So sparkles rain down around Victusa, dealing this +4, 16 + 4, 20, another 20 points of radiant damage to Victusa. Victusa shrieks in pain. And with that second blast of incredibly loud trumpet sound, all of you hear as the ringing in your ear kind of subsides, you hear coming from like the north. All right, that was Lulu. Taking us to the Spined Devils. So, the Spined Devils, I mean, the one you just shot, Pip, it sees you there tucked amongst the statuary. So it's going to
You don't see me.
look towards you. You don't see. You do see the spines on the tail seem to be dwindling. There doesn't seem like they have much more to fire at you.
You have all their spines. Just like
All
the
the
dragon.
spines
Like a
are-
goddamn porcupine now. Just come at me.
So the first one, 9 and a natural 1. So bouncing off of the the statues around you, and the other ones come swooping in. These ones, Victusa flying up there, points down towards you, Kadam, and shouts out, Calliope, you hear, "Hey, knock that one down! It's casting some foul magic." So they're going to come swooping in and target you, Kadam. They're all still 40 feet up, so they start unleashing spines at you. Kadam, this is going to be 3 of them at you, so they each get 2 attacks.
Okay.
What's your AC?
17.
Okay, the first one hits. 3. Okay, so 2 of them hit. The first one does 7 points of damage, and the next one does another 7 points of damage.
Okay.
That will be 2 concentration checks.
Yep. Let me note that. First one, just fine. Second one, fails.
Oh, okay. So the vitality drops, and the devil's cackling as the magic dissipates. Okay, that was all of the spined devils. Next up is Kadam.
God damn it! Oh, I'm going to action Toll the Dead on Victusa. So wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh, okay. She does have magic resistance because she's a devil. So here we go. A 16?
Oh, that just succeeds.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So the mirror whips out and does nothing. The red light is pretty good with your angry face.
You got any clerical stuff that'll make her vulnerable? Get on!
Oh, I wish I hadn't done that. Oh, well. Okay.
Real quick, Vuska in chat, which I don't know if I've seen you chat before. Hi, welcome to the show. Was wondering if the name Kadam comes from Cirque du Soleil.
Congratulations, Fuzka. You are the first person in the last 2 years who has made that connection.
Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, you rated. I'm sorry. I was very distracted. There was a lot going on. Oh, yes, there you are. I see you up top. Sorry about that.
It was my first Cirque du Soleil show. And I also work in circus. So it's like double whammy.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so.
Yes. So, bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay, spiritual weapon next to Victusa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the ball of, I believe, is a ball of light, right? That
Ball of
shoots
light.
out.
I'm. Where am I pulling this from? I'm pulling it from the companion.
Ooh.
So we've got this sparkling ball of darkness with lightning flickering off of it.
Wow, okay. So this like almost black hole-esque orb appears with streaks of lightning.
23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
I rolled max damage.
Ooh, how much damage?
12 points.
Ooh, and that all of that goes through, I believe, right? It's force damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that goes through, so...
Nice.
I'm just over there grumbling at her.
She looks really hurt. Oh, yeah, and by the way, she does get to use her reaction, I forgot. So she will lash out and try to bite you, Calliope. So here we go.
Big Yummy will use, just kind of like try to whip it away.
So
to give this disadvantage.
that is a natural one. So just
Okay.
across the face, some teeth go flying and clatter against the wall. And she turns back, bleeding from her mouth, staring at you. Okay. Anything else, Kadam?
I think that I will stay here. Is that true? Yeah, I'll stay here. I'm happy sitting here.
Okay. Calliope, you are up.
Okay, let's have. Did she attack recklessly last? No, because she took an action.
She
So
has not attacked
it's
recklessly.
no free.
No free advantage.
Yeah, no free advantage.
And you can't get flanking on her. Because Lulu's not within melee.
But I could leave the little dummy behind and do it.
Oh, okay.
And where's that net currently? It's on the ground, right?
Yeah, it's on the ground next to the earth elemental.
Okay, just thinking about that. I think we're gonna have a big dummy. Oh, she's like right in front of me, so I can't like hug the wall to get past her because I have to like climb along things right now while levitating.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have little dummy. Just head, I think, kind of like around. So just like dart. I think a little dummy throws out like one of its like pieces of yarn up onto like a parapet or like a nook or something, and then just like Spider-Man swings like around her to get behind.
Awesome.
And kind of like lands on this spiritual weapon, kind of.
Cool. Okay.
Like I don't know, like an elephant on like a circus ball or something. We're talking about circus.
Or like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No, I know. I get you. Yeah. So.
And Big Dummy is going to take the disengage as my mount and just move backwards. And I think I'm just going to make some attacks
Okay. Go for
at
it.
advantage here.
Victusa's glancing around kind of frantically in this moment.
Lance 2 attacks. And I haven't used a bonus action yet. Let's just, let's do Branding Smite. Okay, so let's,
Because you don't have, you don't have to use a bonus action for Big Dummy. Okay, awesome. So,
yeah, because it's my mount.
Okay, cool.
Which is why I can't do like attacks and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Real
we're just
quick before
Yeah.
you roll, double check the damage that Branding Smite does.
Radiant. Or
Radiant.
2d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And also my lance just does radiant.
Oh, it doesn't do fire damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
That's right. We homebrewed that, Nathan.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah, that was us.
Okay. So this is first attack coming in at advantage. That's a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Oof, not great damage though.
So what is the damage? Broken down?
16 total. Oh no, it's just everything's radiant.
The lance does radiant damage across the board?
Yeah, it's a magic weapon. It's my special lance.
Oh, I didn't know. It's all radiant? I thought it was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
Radiant weapon is good.
Oh, is this like, okay, yeah, okay, I trust you, oh my god. So, wow, so that first strike piercing right through Victusa, through her chest, you see Icar spilling out, and she is looking at death's door from that first strike.
Okay, second attack then. No radiant damage on this one. Big money. 19 to hit again.
That hits.
Only 8 damage.
Calliope, how does Victusa die in this final moment
my God.
as the two
Okay.
lance strikes?
So what's going on here is like, Big Dummy is clamping onto the side of this, like Little Dummy is doing like its maneuvering. And this is just like, this is what Calliope is here for. Like, she was a Hell Rider of Elturel. She loves this city. And these things that she made were built to defend this area. So I think just like sinking into the earth, and like having this like huge earth elemental, like kind of like looming up and like kind of, I think, boxing her in, because it like walks up. She has like nowhere to go, nowhere to maneuver. And it's quick again, like this kind of like scorpion, like fluid lance-like tail, gunk, just pierces her through the heart. And there's this like kind of like jerk, as like Calliope, I think, like breaks a small vial inside of the compartment, and the entire Big Dummy just like glows with the companion's light, original and above Elturel.
Yeah, the companion glowing with this bright, radiant sunlight, and the scorpion tail behind Big Dummy, the copter blade still going.
Yeah.
And with one decisive strike, it happens so fast that Victusa kind of blinks and then looks down and sees the perfect piercing in her chest. Her wings. And much like Lulu, she just tumbles down and cracks into the earth below, going. As she lands, you see that kind of sack of javelins sort of spill out. They all look just, infernal iron as they all kind of spill out. But Kadam, you hear another sound as you see what look to be 2 coins. They're kind of bigger and thicker than usual, but these 2 coins go boom, 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 and go spilling out. And but Victusa is dead on the ground. Anything else for you, Calliope?
No, I think that's it. Then the Earth Elemental.
Keep in mind the Spine Devils are 40 feet up.
Yeah, sure. Can the Earth Elemental like grab some ground or something and just like chuck it up?
Yeah.
Like no multi-attack or anything.
Yeah, just grabbing a piece of the street, throwing.
What
it
would
up.
I roll for that?
Roll a. It's like an improvised weapon, so I think it's just roll a. I think a ranged attack is Dex, but I don't think that makes sense for this. I want to say it's a strength check plus proficiency, so it'd probably just be like its attack roll, honestly. But the
24.
damage.
It rolled a 19.
Yeah. Okay, but for damage, let's call it. They're 40 feet up. Let's just call it 2d6. It's a big rock. Yeah.
Sure is. 10.
Okay, 10 points of damage. Technically not magical, so it will be reduced to 5. But still, the rock just slams into one of these spine devils and as it kind of spirals a bit. I'll say that it loses like 5 feet of its altitude from that big rock slamming into it.
Okay, so then I think it'll move closer to it. So I guess like Raven Guard can maybe swing at it.
Okay,
From
cool.
up top.
Maybe. It's still 35 feet up, but yeah. All right, that was Calliope and the Elemental.
Yep.
Pip, you are up.
Yeah. Well, honestly, this feels a little useless at this point, but what the hell? I'm gonna try and take out that same spine devil by doing. I'm just gonna hide again.
Yeah.
But
go.
first, I'm gonna move this way. I'm going to find a different alcove. I'm a different statue now.
Okay, darting between the statues. Go ahead, bonus action, hide as you.
All right. 16.
16. Yeah, you are hidden. You can make this attack with advantage.
All right. Okay. I'm still a statue. Everything's fine. Pip flips open a pouch on her hip and takes out a vial full of like this really thickly viscous brownish green fluid, and caps it with a needle, loads it up onto her pistol, and fires at the spine devil that she fired at before. And this is Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sickness. Okay, so.
Okay. Oh wait, that's a con save.
Oh, it
DC
just makes a con save. Got it. Or
Right,
no. Do you roll to hit and then it makes a con save?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Well, so I hit. So then it's the con save to see whether it takes,
Understood.
whether it's poison until the end of the next turn.
I got a 15, so it makes the save.
Well, that's
So,
fine. That's okay.
How much damage does it take?
It takes 7 damage then.
Okay, and is 5 of it poison damage?
Oh my god, no. Are you serious?
It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it takes 2 damage.
So angry. I'm so angry.
So your poison is a bit more potent, but not because it actually hurt it, but it doesn't take the full effect. As it splashes into this devil and it looking at you, you do though see it kind of notices spotting Victusa lying limp on the ground, and all the little spine devils start looking between each other. At the
For good measure, she's gonna yell out the one phrase she knows in Infernal.
which was what was it again? It was like
Get me a messenger!
Get me a message. And at the top of the round, you all hear those howls and barks as come running down the from the north. You can see far off in the distance these hellhounds are loping down the street, barking and baying as they come in your direction. However, we are at 9 o'clock here. We could go a little late, but to be honest, a lot of this is probably just going to play out. I think y'all will be able to handle this. There's only
The Earth Elemental could probably do it on
Exactly.
its own.
So really what happens here, I think, is that as those hounds are coming baying down the road, the elemental kind of does a quick glance at you, Calliope. You give the nod and it... Raven Guard kind of on top, and leaps off and lands back with all of you as the elemental just goes charging at the hounds. All of the spine devils looking between each other. You hear in Infernal the one call out, "Fuck this! Back down to what was their name?
Lucille?
Was it Lucille? I think it was Lucille. Yeah, back down to Lucille." And they all go taking off. Kadam.
Can I do not want them to do that.
Okay. What do you try to do to stop them? Because they do get to go before you, so they will, you know,
That's
80
true.
feet of movement fly away. Basically, only Lulu and Ravengard are the ones that could try to do anything to them. And Ravengard, like, he could grab his crossbow, but only do, you know, half damage to one. So, unless y'all have something in your... Mm-hmm.
Do I know what those big coins are? I know that we have
you encountered
had them
before?
explained to us,
You had them explained to you. Who? Oh,
but we haven't seen any.
oh, did what's her face tell
I
you
think
about them?
Silvira told us
Silvira?
about them.
Mhm.
I would say with her telling you about that, you connect the dots and assume that's what those are.
Okay. I will shout out, like throwing my arms out. Wait! You can have the soul coins if you stay!
Make
No,
a,
what?
Make a persuasion roll with advantage.
Okay.
Is this persuasion or deception?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming. I do mean this, Kadam. Kadam rarely replies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was a natural 20. So
okay, yeah.
27.
So they do, because they got to go, right? They get about 80 feet away, and you see one of them suddenly stop and look at the rest and shout out something they're too far away for you to hear, and they all kind of turn and look at you, grinning down at you. And I think, yeah, that's probably where we'll end tonight, as these little flock of spine devils all grinning down at Kadam. And off in the distance, you just hear... and you see this elemental slamming into these hellhounds with bouts of flame going off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Poor doggies.
I know. But that is where we'll end tonight. Awesome. Thanks everybody for joining us.
That was so cool that everybody showed up just in time for like the boss battle.
Yeah. That was
Oh.
awesome.
Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I
Yeah,
hope you
that
had a
was
good
so
time.
cool. Yeah, thank you for showing up and chatting. That was really fun. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
and exposing Kadam as a Cirque du Soleil reference.
Yep.
I didn't.
We all
yeah,
learned something.
I didn't know that.
Cortea too.
Oh, really?
You know, I think I in the back of my head, I was like, this sounds very familiar.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yes, we'll end this here. We did tease last week that Olive would be out next week, but I believe that has changed.
But I got sick, so I canceled my plans.
Yeah. Really sad, but happy for us because Olive gets to stay and we can do another session next week. Yeah, next week I believe is going to be kind of wrapping up this chapter of our story, and then we'll move on to the next chapter, and we're gonna kind of we're gonna discuss internally of what we want to do next. Wow, that's such a corporate speech. We're gonna talk amongst ourselves about what we're gonna do next. But we'll see you next week for sure. To kind of
And what time do we stream, Nathan?
Oh yeah, we stream at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday night, and we would love to see you again. And if you can't join us live, you can watch our VODs on Twitch, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is Story Reckless. I think you can literally type in Story Reckless. I don't think there's anybody else out there with that name. So hey, that's really cool. We have great. What is it?
CO.
CO. No, yeah. SEO. Search engine optimization. There you go. Anyways, hope to see you next week. Oh my god.
Talk about corporate speak, Nathan.
I know.
You get corporate when you get flustered.
My brain is poisoned. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I mean,
Good night, folks.
yeah, good night.
Bye.